I found this red box in an old house built in 1914. It has the marking Siemens Austria and features small gold pins inside that spin when you pull the red cord. The pins are slightly offset, suggesting they might be designed to wind something. Can anyone identify what this device is and its purpose? What you found is a razor blade sharpener. This device is used to sharpen double-edged razor blades, which have two holes in the middle. Here's how it works. You place the blade onto the posts that fit through the holes in the blade. When you close the case, it clamps the sharpening stones against the edge of both sides of the blade. The posts are offset on rotating circles, so as the circles rotate, the posts move the razor blade in a tiny circular motion against the sharpening stones. This movement allows the razor blade to be sharpened evenly on both sides. I found this ring in my backyard while doing gardening. After cleaning it, it doesn't look like a normal ring. Any ideas about what it might be? What you found is a mourning ring from the Georgian or early Victorian period. These rings were typically crafted from gold and enameled in black. They were often adorned with woven hair of the deceased, a common practice at the time. The initials on the ring likely belong to a deceased loved one. Your ring probably dates back to the 1820s to 1840s. During this era, mourning was a complex and socially significant process. The transition out of mourning was expected to be gradual and respectful. For instance, removing the mourning ring could signify that the wearer was beginning to find solace and ease in their grief. A sudden shift from deep black to bright colors was considered inappropriate and disrespectful to the deceased. Instead, the process of ending mourning attire was meant to be slow and graceful, reflecting a careful and respectful approach to grieving. I found some miniature metal ships at a garage sale, each around 3 inches long. A few of them have names like Hermes and Pilot written underneath. They appear to be British warships, but I can't tell if they are toys or collectibles. I haven't been able to find any information about them online. Can anyone help identify what they are? You've made quite a discovery. These are likely model ships used for naval wargaming, possibly following the rules from Fletcher Pratt's Naval Wargaming with Model Ships. Naval wargaming gained popularity in the 1930s and was often played on the floor. Pilot was a well-known brand of model ships. Until 1930, models were mainly made of wood. However, in Germany, 2 hobbyists, Friedrich Pelzer and Henning Kortzen, began experimenting with metal casting. By the early 1930s, they were producing spin-cast lead models under the Viking and Pilot labels. I found this while cleaning out an apartment. It's quite heavy, not sharp, and about the size of a palm. It has some kind of rope around the base, which seems to be for holding it. We found it while cleaning out our grandmother's home, and no one knows what it is. We've tried searching for it, but have no clue where to start. Can anyone help identify this item? The item you found is a jite, a blunt melee weapon used by police in Edo period Japan from 1603 to 1868. During this time, bringing a sword into the shogun's palace was a crime punishable by death, a rule that even applied to palace guards. To comply with this prohibition, various non-bladed weapons were used, and the jite became a prominent choice. It was highly effective and became a symbol of the guard's esteemed position. Interestingly, the jite frequently appears in anime as a weapon used by various characters. While cleaning out the attic, I came across this wooden spoon. It appears handmade, is about 20 centimeters long, and features markings on the handle as well as a hole in the top part. It's very lightweight. My grandparents probably brought it back from a trip to Tunisia. Does anyone know what this spoon is used for or its significance? This is a Yakuba double spoon, a symbol of hospitality in traditional African art. According to legend, this spoon represents the contrast between 2 distinct realms, the village with its people and animals, and the forest with its vegetation, animals, and spirits. The spoon was traditionally given to the most hospitable woman in the community. She would use it to serve food and wave it joyfully during dances, celebrating her role as a host. This item appears to be upside down but looks like a feeder or nester of some sort, attached to the top of a fence by the previous owner. It's filled with what seems to be neatly stacked pieces of wood or bamboo, hay, and tree branches. There is no discernible smell. What is this thing? What you found is a bee hotel designed to provide shelter for solitary pollinator bees and sometimes wasps. These insects typically nest in hollow plant stems, dead wood, or other natural cavities. A bee hotel mimics these conditions using hollow reeds or drilled holes in wood to create similar nesting sites. By adding such structures to an environment, bee hotels help support native bee and wasp populations by offering additional nesting resources. I found an item at a yard sale that looks like a thumb protector, but I'm not sure for what purpose. It's made of interlocking metal wire that's movable, similar to chainmail, but with loops instead of closed rings. It also has a leather strap with belt-like closures that would fit around the wrist. The metal part is about 5 inches long. Can anyone help identify what this is? Based on the information found, this item appears to be a thumb protector patented by Peter Waller in 1915. The patent specifies that it was designed for husking corn, but also mentions it is suitable for similar purposes. Given its design, it could also serve as a butcher's thumb guard, protecting the thumb from cuts while handling sharp tools or materials. What is this solid metal removable spike found in a New York hotel bathroom? It feels like it's made of aluminum and has a hole in the top that seems to have housed something. It attaches to a makeup table and is about 25 centimeters long. The item you found is a bud vase designed to hold a single flower, commonly used in public spaces. Its conical shape also acts as a theft deterrent, as the vase is useless without the specific hole in the table designed to hold it. I saw a metal downspout in Prague with an enormous bulge in the middle, seemingly made of the same material. Is this bulge caused by water freezing inside, or is it some sort of art installation? The object you found is actually part of a lesser-known art installation by renowned Czech sculptor David Cerny. Hidden away on a quieter street in Prague, this piece, titled Embryo, is mounted on a drain pipe on the facade of the Divadlo na Zabradlí Theater. It was installed on December 9, 2008, to commemorate the theater's 50th anniversary. If you pass by at night, you might notice the soft, glowing outline of what resembles a fetus, illuminated from within. Cerny, famous for his provocative and often controversial art, has many installations scattered throughout Prague, and Embryo is one of his more discreet, yet captivating works. A couple of weeks ago, I noticed a small, round, metal object embedded in my front porch. It's about 1/4 inch in diameter, and I haven't been able to pry it out, though I've only tried using my bare hands so far. Does anyone know what this could be? The object you found is actually a bullet. The rifling marks along the sides are a clear indication. Specifically, it appears to be a full metal jacket bullet, which has a lead core encased in a copper alloy jacket. This design helps the bullet retain its shape and improves its penetration capability. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Your support motivates me to create more videos. See you next time.